welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. If you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. Today is a very exciting video. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's real, but we've reached 1,000 subscribers. When I started the channel, I never even dreamed about this. I never thought it was possible, and yet here we are. And of course, none of this would be possible without all of you who are watching my videos, who are subscribing, who are commenting, who have been incredibly supportive and welcoming. And I thank you so much. This means the world to me. And to celebrate all of your support and to celebrate reaching 1,000 subscribers, of course, we're going to do a giveaway. So stay tuned until the end of this video to find out what the giveaway is and how to win it. But I want to start this video by sharing with you a small haul and a review of a very special collection. The collection that I want to talk about is L'Art et la Métier collection from Guerlain. I'm probably butchering the name, but basically Art of Material collection. It's a collection that I've been interested in for a very long time, but I could never find any of the fragrances here in Canada. And then, as you know, pretty recently I purchased Angelique Noir from this collection, which I've shared with you already. And this is a stunner. It's kind of a green vanilla type of scent, very gentle, elegant, sophisticated. This is definitely not a beast. This is more of a skin scent, but it lasts for a fairly long time on me and is just absolutely beautiful. And so, of course, there are other fragrances from this collection that I wanted to try, and I did purchase a full bottle of another fragrance. But before we go to that full bottle, I also want to share with you my opinions on a few other fragrances from this collection. I was lucky enough to get 3 samples of these, and so I'm just going to talk about these very briefly. So the first one I have here is Rose Barbare, and here's how the samples come in. Very nicely packaged. Let me take it out. The sample is very generous. The only problem, here it is. The only problem is that it's a dabber, it's not a sprayer. I wish it was a sprayer so it will be easier to test. But like I said, this is Rose Barbare. And the notes in here are aldehydes, rose, fenugreek, honey, patchouli, and woody notes. So I put some of the fragrance here on a tester strip before filming this video. So let me tell you what it smells. I'm definitely getting rose. So rose, of course, is very evident. There's a little bit of woodiness, and there's definitely some patchouli present. And I think there is a touch of aldehydes here as well, but it's not strong aldehydes like you would find in Chanel No. 5, which I cannot wear. I find those aldehydes too much. These are sort of more modern aldehydes, I would say. They're much softer. So very nice. There is honey in here, but I can't really say that I smell honey or a lot of sweetness. There's definitely, the rose is slightly sweet, but it's not very sweet. It is not jammy at all. It's barely sweet, really. So rose, patchouli, some aldehydes, that's what I'm getting most of all. It's a pleasant scent. It's very pleasant scent, but is it bottle worthy for me? No, I don't think so. It's sort of a nice rose, but there's nothing extraordinary about this rose. So it is nice, but not bottle worthy for me. The second one that I have is called Neroli Outrenoir. I don't know, something like that. I'll show you. Again, the sample looks exactly the same. It's also a dabber. And so this one has a ton of notes in it. There is bergamot, petitgrain, grapefruit, lemon, tangerine, orange blossom, tea, smoke, earthy notes, neroli, amberette, myrrh, oak moss, benzoin, vanilla, a ton of notes. And this definitely has very green and very earthy feel to it. So I can definitely see like there's even earthy notes listed here, but there are also a lot of green notes. Like there are a lot of citruses here, and there's like myrrh, oak moss. So all of those are definitely coming through. I can't say that I can distinguish any of the citrusy notes individually. I think more than anything else, I'm probably getting neroli. And there is definitely an element of tea in here, and it's, I would say it's a black tea, but it's not very strong tea. So earthy notes, neroli, and tea is what's coming through the most. Vanilla is listed here, but I am not getting any sweetness here at all, So again, it's a pleasant scent. I think for those that really like green, earthy types of scents, that don't like sweetness in their fragrances, this could be a great choice. But for me, I prefer the opposite. I really enjoy sweet scents more than any other. And so again, this scent is not for me. It's just not my cup of tea, but I think it is put together very beautifully. Third one that I have here is a very known fragrance from this collection, and this is Tonka Imperial. And the notes in here are bergamot, bitter almond, rosemary, jasmine, tonka bean, tobacco, incense, cedar, and pine. So of course, nutty notes from almond and tonka bean are coming through. I also feel like this is quite spicy. So I think some of the spiciness is coming from tonka bean, but what else is here? Incense, yes, and definitely a little bit of tobacco, but again, tobacco is pretty subdued. It's not very strong. Oh, rosemary. Okay, so there is a bit of rosemary. Again, everything is blended really, really nicely together. Nothing is really kind of a punch in your face. It's all this beautiful combination of all of these notes. So nutty, spicy, slightly sweet, but very lightly sweet. This is not a really sweet tonka, with an element of tobacco. Very much unisex. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful fragrance. And although there isn't a lot of sweetness in here, but I really, really like it. This is a beautiful tonka fragrance. Very much, the name is very suiting. This fragrance is really about tonka. Tonka is the star of this scent. So if I were to purchase another full bottle from this collection, I think Tonka Imperial would definitely be the one that I would go for. So this is really, really beautiful. Out of the 3 samples that I tried, this is definitely my favorite. And now let's go to the full bottle that I purchased. And this is a fragrance that I've heard about, I think, forever. This is a fragrance that I looked for forever. And I really resigned myself to never finding it. And then when I found out that this line is now being sold in one of the Canadian stores, although they did not have this fragrance in the store, I found out that they could actually order it for me, and so they did. And I finally received it, and I made this purchase a little bit ahead of time, but kind of in anticipation of reaching 1,000 subscribers as a present from me to me. And the fragrance that I'm talking about, I think many of you would have guessed by now, is of course probably the star of this collection. This is Spirituo's Double Vanille. So I've showed you how the packaging for this line already, but I'll just show you quickly. Everything comes in this box, and then you open it. There is another box inside like this, and then the fragrance is inside. I didn't put it back in. It's kind of difficult to take out, but that's the packaging. And the bottle is of course exactly the same. All of the fragrances in this line have the same bottles. It's just that the writing here on the front is different. This one says, of course, Spirituous Double Vanille. And this, of course, like I said, is probably by many considered the star of this collection. And so there are not a lot of notes in this. There is benzoin, incense, woody notes, and vanilla. And it smells exactly like the notes would suggest it should smell. This is very deep, boozy, woody vanilla, but it is not very sweet vanilla. To me, this is not a gourmand vanilla. This is actually my scent of the day. So this is what I'm wearing today. And it is a very, very boozy. If I had to describe it, I would say it's a boozy vanilla. When I was reading reviews on this fragrance, I read somewhere that this is a grown-up vanilla. And I think this is a perfect description for this fragrance. This is definitely a grown-up vanilla. That's how I would describe it as well. It is definitely unisex because it is not very sweet, but it is very, very beautiful. Definitely, I understand all the hype about this fragrance and why it is so highly regarded in the fragrance community. It is also not a beast, in my opinion. It has a very decent, I would say the performance is very similar to Angelique Noir for me. The lasting power is pretty decent, 5 to 6 hours, which again, it's not a beast, so it doesn't last beyond that. But then, as I mentioned several times before, fragrances in general don't last well on me. My skin eats up fragrance. So 5-6 hours is pretty good for me. It projects relatively well, maybe for the first couple of hours, and then I think it becomes more of a skin scent, but it is such an interesting fragrance that for me, I'm okay with the performance. Yes, I would have preferred if it was more of a beast, but I am okay with this performance. And like I said, I am absolutely thrilled to have it as part of my collection because this has been on my wish list and hunt list for a very, very long time. Okay, so now that we're done with this haul, let's talk about the giveaway. So again, I just want to say thank you so much for your continued support and love. I appreciate it more than I can tell you. And so to celebrate, of course, we're going to do a giveaway, and I'm going to do it the same way that I did my 500 subscriber giveaway. I'm going to give away a $100 gift card to FragranceNet. Now, what I discovered after doing the first giveaway is that naively, I just assumed that FragranceNet ships worldwide. Well, turns out, no, they don't. So FragranceNet ships to US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Mexico, and Puerto Rico. So if you're from any of these countries, definitely you enter, you're eligible to win, you're going to get the gift card to FragranceNet. But I would like all of my subscribers, no matter where you're from, to be eligible to win this giveaway. Unfortunately, I cannot give you a gift card to FragranceNet because it will be useless to you if you're from any other country because they just don't ship there. So instead, I know it might not sound as great as a gift card, but if you are okay with it, if you're from any other country and would like to enter, then what I will do is I will just transfer you $100 so that you can purchase whatever you would like from whatever retailer that you would like. And so to enter, what you have to do is, of course, be subscribed to this channel. You have to like this video, and I would also like you to be subscribed or follow me on Instagram. And of course, you have to leave a comment under this video. Now, I'm not going to tell you what comment to leave, but when I announce the winner of this giveaway, I would like to do a Q&A so that, you know, maybe you have some questions for me, maybe you would like to get to know me a little bit better. I think it might be fun. So Although it's not a must, but I would appreciate it that a comment that you leave under this video would be a question for me, anything that you would like to know. And then the giveaway is going to be open for 1 week, and when it closes, the winner and the Q&A will be done a few days after the closing date. If you don't have any questions for me, that's totally okay. You can leave any comment that you would like. And so that's it. Again, thank you so much for your continued support, and I hope that you stay with me and continue watching my videos and continue commenting, and we will continue interacting with each other, which I absolutely love. Thank you for watching this video, and remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.